Hey, it is an unstoppable day. It's Dr. Terrence Lefteridge here with the Unstoppable Story Show. And today we are doing something special on the Unstoppable Story Show. We're doing a segment called FGS Freestyle, Feeling Great Testimonials. So we hope you are coming in, and if you're coming in live, go ahead and put a one in the chat. If you're coming in on the replay, that's fine too. Just come on in and give us that number two. We are feeling great. FGS stands for the Feel Great System. And if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that I have been on this protocol that has helped me lose over 20 pounds in the last year. I'm feeling great. I'm losing weight, and I'm sharing the message of the Feel Great system to each and everybody I know. And today we have a special guest, my road dog on the FGS with me. She is in the healthcare industry. She's been in the healthcare industry for over 40 years now, and
Mhm.
she's only 38, but she'll tell you how she's doing that magical story. And she has been feeling great and losing weight and helping people along with me share this mission led movement across the world. She's affectionately known as Coach Kimmy. Welcome to the stage, Kimmy
Good
Dublin.
evening.
Hey,
Good
Kimmy,
evening,
how are you?
Coach T. Doing wonderful, wonderful.
Great,
And
great,
yourself?
great. You know what? I can't complain. It's an unstoppable day, and I'm feeling unstoppable with this feel great system. I'm so,
Absolutely.
I'm so glad you are hanging out with us today and going to help me share some of this fabulous information with the family. But tell me a little bit about you first, and then why you are feeling great with this feel great system.
Well, I thank you again for the opportunity to share with everyone. And what I'm going to do, my name is, they call me Coach Kimmy. I am a medical language specialist by profession for over 4 decades, which I absolutely love. Whenever you go to the doctor gives you an examination. They take your family history, your medications, the reason why you're there. They give you a diagnosis and a prognosis, and they tell you go on your way. Well, they also have to record that as an official medical record, and I am the ears behind the physicians putting that into your permanent medical record. And that's what I've done in the hospitals and physicians' offices, diagnostic centers with PET scans, MRIs, CT scans. I pretty much done it all except pathology, which is a no whole nother language of itself. So I love it. And with the evolution of medical, the voice recognition, my job became a little bit in the background, taken over by the machines. So now I'm fast forwarding with all of the knowledge that I had about diseases that people are experiencing all over the world. I'm on a mission to tell ones that you can come off your medications, you can feel great, and the solution is very simple. And I share that.
Wow. So, you know what? Before we jump into a little bit of the behind the scenes about this great protocol, how long have you been on this protocol and what made you decide to get on it?
June 10th of 2024, I started the T. And I was introduced to it because I've been on a health journey for many years. Over 10 years, I've been on whole food supplements, fruits, vegetables, berries, and omegas. So for this was another level because people were actually coming off their medications. They were coming off CPAP machines. They were coming off insulin. And it was more of I saw a whole nother level of healing like I hadn't seen. So I said, I got to try this. And that's when I decided, and I've been consistent, and it's amazing.
Man, that is amazing. And
Hmm.
I joked earlier, you guys, where I said that, she's been in this health industry for over 40 years and she's only 38. Well, I kind of told a fib about that. How about you tell them how old you are if you feel so inclined.
Well, actually, I am a sweet 66 years old, and I will be
Stop
67.
lying.
Yes, sir, on my next birthday in
Man,
August.
man. And
Yes,
you're
sir.
looking like you're 42.
Thank you very much. I feel like it too. Well, I really
Man.
feel like I'm about 35, if I can say it like
Okay,
that.
okay, all right, all right. Well, we gonna give it to you, and you're looking good, and you're feeling great. And would
Yes,
you say a lot of it has to do with this protocol that we're about to share with the people today?
absolutely. Absolutely. It does. As I said, investing in your health. Let me get myself a little, I had to reposition myself. Excuse me. But investing in your health is numero uno with me. Especially, as I said, being in the medical field for so long and seeing so many diseases. I'm very passionate about not only taking care of myself, but helping others to make better choices to live a healthy life, especially in their latter days, like I'm now in my latter days. Um, and it can be done. It absolutely can be done.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna say you're in your latter days. I'm gonna say you're in your better days, and because
Better
you're
days. My
gonna
latter
feel
days will be
great.
my better days. They are
Right,
my
right,
better.
right, right. That is
Yes.
true.
No
So you know what?
medications.
Mm,
I don't take any meds. Um, I exercise regularly. I just feel great. I really do.
yeah. And for me, Kimmy, you were already in this protocol, but a dear friend of ours, Johnny Grandison,
Hmm.
introduced me to this protocol. And not, I believe nothing happens by happenstance. Nothing
Yes,
happens by coincidence. By
absolutely.
coincidence, we were working together, Johnny and Beverly, on something completely different. And he just reached out to me one day and said he was in town and he was doing this thing and come check out this thing. And I said, okay, you know what? I want to see you, so let me come check out what you're doing. Now I hadn't seen him in like months. I mean, we other than on virtually because we weren't. He lives Upper East, I live South Florida, so we weren't running in the same circles. But
Hmm.
then when I saw him in person, he looked like a completely different person.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, I didn't know him at first. I had to do a double take. Johnny? Yeah. And he was telling me about some of the health challenges he had had, and he got on this protocol, and now I was seeing the living manifestation of him going through this protocol. And I myself was going through the highest weight challenge that I've had since I had been alive.
Mm,
221 pounds was what the scale said in September of 2024.
wow.
And I'm only 5'3". I look larger than life on screen. That's what I say. But I said I had to do something different. I decided I was sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Absolutely.
And so the universe heard my cry, and Johnny came my way. And I
Awesome.
started this protocol in November of 2024. And
Okay.
what happens in November each and every year, Kimmy?
A lot of eating.
A
Thanksgiving.
lot, a lot. Thanksgiving, Christmas parties at work, Christmas parties at
Yep.
church, get-togethers. Then
Pies.
Christmas comes, more eating. Then New
Cakes.
Year's Eve, more
Yes.
eating.
Or
And so,
eating.
and so I said, you know what? If I start this now, my conscious mind said, I'm gonna start this now because I don't want to wait till January 1st. But guess what? My subconscious mind was like, okay, I'm gonna start this now so that when January 1st comes, if it ain't working, I can say, see, this don't even work. I was setting myself up to get out of it. Okay. January came around and I had my first doctor's visit in January of 2025.
Hmm.
And I had already lost November, December, January, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve, food, food, food. I went to the doctor's office in January and I lost
You lost.
I lost 6 pounds.
Wow.
I was like, shut the front door. I
How?
didn't stop eating. I still had my ham at Thanksgiving. I still had my turkey at Thanksgiving. I still had my sweet potato pie at Christmas time. I
Absolutely.
still had the chips, the dips, and I didn't change anything except I added one thing,
Okay.
and that's what we're going to be talking to you guys about for the remainder of this show. But let me just tell you now, well, I'll save that for the end of it. But that sold me right then and there. I said, if I could lose weight during a time where food was everywhere,
Yes.
temptation was on not just the right shoulder, it was on both shoulders. If I could lose weight and feel great during that, with all that, then this is something that works. And literally, if you guys stick and stay and find a way to listen to this entire presentation, you'll find out that this is so simple, you can do it in your sleep.
Yes, you can.
So, Kimmy, you want to jump into this presentation and let them know a little bit about the Feel Great System?
Absolutely.
All
Absolutely.
right.
And you said something that's very key. You did not have to change the way that you eat. Very important.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the feel great system. And the problem, it says, we have, if you're experiencing any of these symptoms, we're going to talk about insulin resistance, constantly hungry, inability to lose weight. You just can't lose weight no matter what you've done. You tried all types of diets that they're out there, and you may have cravings for sugar, okay, or salty. Give me 1 minute. Let me close this door. Okay, cravings for salty and sugar. You may have experienced migraines and other aches and pains, all signs of insulin resistance. Anyone experience any fatigue? That's one that I think that everybody, especially at the hard days work, or even if you get up in the morning, fatigue. And this one is a very good indicator of upper abdominal obesity. And we see here the picture of the stomach, the subcutaneous fat, that's the fat you can pinch. And the visceral fat is the fat that surrounds the organs. That's the dangerous fat. And that's the fat that we will get rid of using our protocol. So these are some bloating after eating. You're hungry all the time. These are all just a few signs of insulin resistance.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of people were watching us live or were watching the replay. You can see something, either one of the pictures on the screen or one of the things that, one of the items that's on the screen that's pointed out that you might be dealing with right now.
Mm-hmm.
These are just the symptoms, but we're going to be talking about the root of the problem. And the root of the
Absolutely.
problem is that insulin resistance. And Kimmy, it's not just a problem here in America, right?
That's right. It definitely is not. And as you can see, it's happening in the United Kingdom too. And it states the statistics, and this is from a slide here that said only 12% of American adults are metabolically healthy. That's a very low number. 93% of Americans, people, are insulin resistant. Okay. And then that picture, what I really want to mention too, skin tags. Skin tags are a sign, if you can see that many people experience them, they move them, want to have them removed, but that is a sign that your body is insulin resistant, as well as the acanthosis nigricans, the dark patches around the neck that might resemble, you might think it's dirt, it's a sign. So cardiovascular disease, heart disease remains the number one taker-outer. We could say killer on here, well, maybe not. We got to be careful when we're on the live. And
Right, right.
diabetes and dementia, they're at the top 10. Dementia is actually a type 3 diabetes. But look at this, Coach T. 9 out of 10 top diseases are lifestyle related and what?
Preventable. Yeah,
So that
and
means,
I want to go back. The skin tags. We were talking about the skin tags, and when we
yes,
talked about the preventable, when I was growing up, and I didn't know they were skin tags. I just thought they were just beauty moles. That's what we used to call it. My grandmama had beauty moles all over her body. And growing up, we didn't know where it came from. We didn't know what it was really called. We didn't know the medical terminology for it. We just knew at some time in our life, because your mama had it, your grandmama had it, that you were destined to get it. And Coach
absolutely.
Kimmy, I know now, when you know better, you do better. And I know
That's
now
right.
that couldn't be any further from the truth, right?
That's correct. That's correct. Actually, only 15% is genetic.
Mm.
15%. So that other 85%, because my father had type 2 diabetes and lost his sight at 87 and had both legs amputated, I will not repeat that.
Yeah, I know, man. And so let's talk about where all of this is coming from. I mean, it's literally in the food that we're eating these days,
Yes,
or the wrong
absolutely.
food that we're eating, right?
Yes, it's in all the foods, and you can see that there are many pictures of all types of restaurants. We can see the Golden Arches, all of these that we are familiar with. They're all fast foods. Our foods have been processed and ultra processed. And you can see that in their natural state. You can look at the potatoes in the palm of this gentleman's hand, and you can see the size of foods before they've been stripped of the fiber. Okay, very potato small on one end. Now they're GMO grown and they are huge. The carrots were small at one time. The apples, now they're huge because they've been modified. And when you look at the whole grain processing, it says in its original state, the grain is whole grain. Then you see the different levels as it goes down to the bran, to the medlings, to the wheat germ, to the I can't read that. That's corn oil. Then you see at
Hmm.
the end, it's
The white
stripped
flour.
to white. So we see enriched, bleached, stripped of the fiber, and we need fiber. In the natural state, we had fiber.
Right, and we're living in a world where of instant gratification, where everything's processed, and we're pulling out all the good things that are worth helping us as we were growing up, and we're replacing them with all the bad things. You can't even go to the grocery store and
That's
really
right.
think that you're getting something that's fully healthy and fully natural. And don't even let me start talking about the slides of all those stores in the lower right hand corner that
That's
we
right.
go to. I work in the industry where I'm constantly in my car. So I got to get in when I fit in when it comes to eating. So many times before I found this protocol, I was stopping at the Wendy's, I was
Absolutely.
stopping at the McDonald's, I was stopping at the Arby's, getting whatever I could hold in my hand and hold the steering wheel at the same time. But now I found something better. I found something that I can still hold in my hand, and I ain't got to go through those drive-throughs. So
That's
I
right.
am, yes, absolutely. And you guys who are watching us live, who heart mode, thank you for watching us. Thank you for watching us, Isaac Wildcat. Thank you for watching us. Get back to the person that introduced you to this video this evening. Stick and stay. We got more to say to help you
Absolutely.
find a way to feel great today and each and every day after that. We got the solution for you. And Coach Kimmy, you about to bring it, right?
About to bring it. I tell you, take a drive through strike because Coach T number 6 spicy chicken sandwich and fries and iced tea was my favorite. And I had to give it up because I was gaining too much and my triglycerides, HDL, and LDL were over the roof. But
Mm.
finally, there's something simple. Our approach is the feel great is designed to bridge the gap. And that's what we need to do between where you are and where you want to be. And I think everybody who's experiencing any of that pain and any of that overweight and that tired feeling, you don't want to be there is not healthy. So the feel great approach is very simple. It's two food-based products. The Unimante is the tea. It's the Herba Monte tea. And the balance is the fiber because Big Food and Big Pharma have stripped the fiber from the foods. And we fast with time-based eating pattern. Simple, sustainable, with measurable results. Now, finally,
Absolutely.
it's something simple and it's delicious. So just like you said, Coach T, when you would go and you grab something because you were in a hurry and you had nothing prepared,
Mm-hmm.
this, the tea, actually would take away the hunger noise because you might say, well, I'm hungry. I can't fast like that. You say fast? Well, yes, you can. When
Yeah.
you wake up in the morning and you can have your Unimante hot or cold, the tea, which we call it, it's in lemon ginger. We have a new flavor that I'm going to share with you tonight. It's actually come out. It's the mint chocolate brownie. You can have it iced, cold, or hot. And you, soon as I wake up in the morning, as soon as we wake up, we start sipping. Okay. It will take away the hunger. So you're not going to be hungry at all, which is amazing. So you can fast. So you're not going to eat breakfast. Okay. You're not going to break your fast. Then the balance is the fiber. You take it 5 to 10 minutes before every meal. Now we usually eat only 2 times a day. I don't. I eat 2 times. I've been eating 2 times a day for about 2 years now, really consistently. We have it in two flavors, the balance, which is orange. It tastes like an orange sickle, orange and the mixed berry. You take it and you mix it up in about 8 ounces of water and you drink it immediately. It's not like the M that ends with an L that's in the orange bottle. This tastes fabulous. And what it does is it helps to keep your blood sugar steady. It gives you, it takes it makes you full. So
Mm-hmm.
you get full very quick. And if you decide that you do want to have that slice of pizza, it will have by 40%, it would take down the carb um, content, if I can say it like that. It will reduce the carb count. So if you're taking in 1,200 calories, you're taking 40% less than that with the fiber.
I love it. And I'm gonna drop the slide real quick because I know you got a bottle right in front of you. And
Yeah,
what I love to do, I love it when I can just get my bottle, I can get my drink, and I can make it right in front of you. You got some water, I got some water. Let's make some right here so the people can see just how super simple it is.
it is.
You have yours, I got mine. We just added some water for it. And the best part of it for me, Coach Kimmy, the best part of it for me,
Let's do it.
you know what, is the shake, shake, shake. The shake, shake, shake.
That's it.
Shake, shake, shake. I can shake this, and that's my workout for the day.
I don't know about that, coach, because I still jump on my bicycle because I love moving. But
And you
it's
know what?
that
I got my
simple.
bicycle in the garage too. But if I do nothing else, just putting this together is a workout in itself. It reminds
It
me back
is.
in back in the '90s, they had that little shaker, and then you said you could just hold it in your hand and you do everything. But you shake it up, it looks nice and foamy, and then it's just a nice, cool, refreshing
And you sip it just like you
drink.
did. That's it.
Yes.
2 bottles a day. You can drink even more if you like, but 2 bottles is my goal every day.
Hmm.
And I fast from the last meal because you might ask, well, how do we do it? Well, my last meal, say if I eat now, take my balance before my meal, 10 minutes, 15 minutes before, eat my meal, and I won't eat anything until the next day, maybe 1, 2 o'clock or later.
Yeah. I mean, I take my last meal and I try to do it between 8 and 9, depending on what I'm doing, like what we're doing right now.
Hmm.
But then I won't eat. And I won't eat breakfast anymore,
No,
which is something that I want to share with you guys. Breakfast was always ingrained in me as the most important
absolutely.
of the day. If I didn't eat anything, I was eating breakfast. But
Hmm.
then someone said to me, "How many hours of sleep do you get, Coach Kenny?" And I said, "I get anywhere between 6 to 8 hours of sleep." And then that same person said to me, "Do you eat while you're sleeping?" Oh, oh my God. That was just
Fasting,
like the Matrix moment because I was like,
fasting.
no, I really don't. And
That's right.
so then they said, well, if you're already not eating 8 hours, imagine if you took one of those nice fiber packets called Balance and just had that as your meal replacement in the morning.
Absolutely.
You're not breaking your fast, and then you can add another 4 hours, and there's your 12-hour fast.
Yes.
I was like, that was some mind blowing information. I said a whole nother word, but I can't say it because we're live right now. But it was mind blowing. And ever since then, that is exactly what I've been doing. And I found out that not only can I do 8 hours of fasting,
Yeah.
not only can I do 10 hours of fasting, not only can I do 12 hours of fasting, but I have had at least 10 times since I started this protocol that Coach Kimmy, I have fasted at least 20 hours out of the
That's
day.
awesome. And you weren't
Yes,
even hungry, were you?
it was so simple. I was doing it in my sleep. And ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're trying to share with you. It's so super simple to lose weight and feel great the FGS way. So come on, stick and stay. Let's give them some more, a little bit more information, and then we're
Okay.
going to give
Be
another
happy to.
testimonial. So here we
Absolutely.
go.
Now,
So
this is,
what
is
is doing while we're sleeping, Coach Kenny?
and you know what? When you say sleeping, because sleep is very important, we need to sleep. And our bodies are burning as we're fasting, especially between the hours of 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. We are in fat burning mode. So you can see as soon as you get up and you drink your tea, you see how high that fire is, and the line is straight. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
then we prepare, we're still burning, we're burning fasting. When we take our meal, we take our balance before our meal, and then you see the little spike. Now, as soon as you eat, your insulin will go up. You see the little spike, the peak. It
Mm-hmm.
rises up. It takes it 3 to 4 hours to come back down to become level again, and you see this how it peaks down with the flame.
Yes.
And as we going through the day, we're fasting, we're burning, we come back, and now it's time for our second meal of the day. We take our balance, blood sugar increases up, goes up a little bit, and then it starts to level down and go back into the fasting, fat burning phase. It's amazing. So
Yes.
your tea, balance, fasting,
And the
fasting and
system
fiber.
actually helps you burn that fuel naturally, easily, far much better. No spikes like you would do if you weren't
Yes,
on the protocol itself. It's just amazing. I don't know a whole lot about the science. I just know it's working. And,
it does.
it's from a natural plant. And
Absolutely.
that, why is that so important for us to know these days, Coach Kimmy?
Well, like you say, that's my motto. When you know better, you do better. Not only this plant is from the Herba Monte plant from South America. It's been known as the food of the gods. Actually, our ancestors, when they went on a hunt, they took this plant and they would chew this plant or however they ate it, but because they were going out for extended periods of time, they did not eat. So it's because they had to sustain it until they captured the food to bring it back. So they felt good all day. They found that it not only gave them to feel great all that during that trip, which we will feel great all day. You can enjoy it at any time. There is no crash and it's non-addictive like many of these popular um, energy drinks today, and I'm not going to name them, but you know the ones that
No,
might start
not
with
do
a
that.
okay. It also will suppress your hunger and your cravings because you're using the stored fat for fuel. So you're burning fat, you're getting your ketones kicked off, and instead of burning sugar, which our body, you could be a fat burner or a sugar burner, we're burning the fat for fuel, the stored fat. And it also will boost your mood, your mental and physical performance. You find that you have natural energy and mental clarity, which I have. That's why at 66, I work rings around those little 30-year-olds and 20-year-olds on my job. They can't
Yeah,
believe that I can do that, but I do. It
I
improves your
love it.
endurance, okay, your strength. All of these things go into when you take your tea. Take the tea. Okay, the
Yeah. And
balance.
I really love the balance, because
Yes,
the balance,
tastes
as
good.
Flack said, is more than just a fiber. I love how
Absolutely.
when you take it before each meal, it satiates your stomach. So you're automatically not prone to eating more than you usually would. And then it's helping slow down that digestion of the
That's right.
so that it can continue to be that fuel burning energy that your body needs to burn away the excess fat that's in you. It helps increase your healthy blood glucose. It helps with your insulin. It helps with your cholesterol, your triglycerides, and it
Yes,
tastes good too.
it
That's what I
tastes
love
good.
about it. And
Yes,
now we tell people that now with the tea, you sip on it all day, but
yeah,
with the balance, you chug away because
you
you want
do.
to get that into your system real quick so that you can go back to eating those foods that you love to eat. And it's not just one fiber like some of the other ones on the store shelves that you might have been told to get in the past. It's
Yes,
actually a patented blend of 7 different fibers all in that one
that's
packet.
right.
So it's
Soluble
helping.
and insoluble fibers. That's correct.
Yes, helping with your satiation and helping with that fat burning so that your body can do what it was meant to do. I'm telling you, the system is so good that even doctors are talking about it.
Yes,
If you look at point number two, at the last, you look at those 3 letters PDR, otherwise known as the prescriber's digital reference, or commonly known as the doctor's Bible. This protocol is in the PDR as something that has been tested, something that has been shown as something that is good for you. And you definitely want to, if the doctors are putting it in their PDR, then you know it's got to be something to it.
it's a
Some of the most
nutraceutical.
leading research hospitals and universities have also studied this protocol, like the University of Connecticut, the
Yes,
University of Las Vegas, and one of the highly regarded hospitals in the country, the Cleveland Clinic. So we're not just talking about something that's working for me and you. We're talking about something that has been proven, has been researched, has been verified by third party certifications and partnerships, has gone through some rigorous testing, so much to the point where it has patents on this product.
absolutely.
So, it's not something that's just going to be something that came out today and is going to be a fad that's gone tomorrow. This is something that is proven to work. And if you work it, it will work for you. Would you agree with that, Coach Kimmy?
Yes, it does. It works.
Absolutely. So, what have we been doing to maximize the field grade system? Well, you see it right there on the screen. Not only have we been using the protocol, because we're doing such good things for our body, we're stopping or we're reducing the bad things that we're doing for our body. We're eliminating the fruit juice and the soda. We're eliminating the sugar,
Yes,
and we're learning that sugar is more than just in sugar.
that's
It's in
right.
the other things that we eat. It's in most things that we eat. And when you do better, when you know better, you do better. So
You
we've
do.
learned how to replace those snacks and with the Unimate. We've been learning to use the Unimate in our workouts to help us boost our workouts. One of the side
Mhm.
effects is that I've had more energy. Another side effect is that I've had more less brain fog. I've had more clarity and more conscious
Yes,
as a result of being on this system. And of course, I've seen my weight go down, and it's not just water weight.
that's
It's
right.
actually the fat is going away, and because of that, I'm feeling great while I'm losing.
Absolutely.
And that's really
Absolutely.
what we want to share with you today. And we want to invite you to an opportunity to give this a try, risk free. Y'all heard me say it, risk free. This product believes that if you work it for 90 days
Yeah.
and you don't see any changes in your blood work or your health, you will get your money back.
Get your money back. That's right.
Now,
Who gives
how
your
many
money
of
back?
these have you tried come with a money back guarantee? How many times have you gone to the gym and you gone to the gym for 90 days and you didn't lose any weight, and did they give you your money back? No.
Absolutely not.
They
Nope.
made you jump through hoops to try to even get out of that membership. How many times have you gone to the doctor and they gave you this medication, and 90 days later you come back and your labs still look the same? And what do they say to you?
Hmm.
Continue to take the medication. Well,
That's
they
right.
ain't giving you no refund. They ain't paying you. They ain't giving you a copay back. They ain't putting
No,
money
they're
back
not.
into your health account at work to cover what you've already spent. But we believe in this so much that we are putting our money where our mouth is with the 90
Absolutely.
T. You
And
can't beat
Coach
that.
T, before you go to
Yes,
that slide, let me tell you this. Also, with the 90-day money get back guarantee, you can also use your FHA and FSA with your job. So if you have that plan, you can use that, which is very important. Another means, and also is very cost effective because you said, well, you know, you're not going to be eating breakfast, so the cost will be you're not going to spend that money. You're going to have more money in your pocket. Okay. And
yeah.
it's a guarantee. It's not a warranty, but it's a guarantee.
And here's the thing: if you're setting the money aside for your health anyway, you might as well are you setting the money aside for something preventative, or are you setting the money aside for something that is going to just mask what's already out there?
You
I
said it.
think you want to set it aside for something that's going to prevent the symptoms to show up in the first place.
That's the root. We get to the root. This is the solution. Okay. Disease, when you said the key word, it masks. It is only a band aid. But when ones are coming off their medications, and they're as we're losing the weight and we're keeping the weight off, because with this protocol also you won't gain the weight back. Isn't that
Yeah,
something? It's so amazing. You
I love
continue
it.
to burn the fat. I love it.
And then, I got peeped to this other part of it.
Yes.
Not only am I losing weight and feeling great, I got a little cha-ching that comes across my screen every time I share this message with somebody else.
Yeah.
Every time I share this message, like we're sharing it with you guys tonight, you have an opportunity to also come in as a customer or come in as a partner. And then you can hear a little ching just by
Absolutely.
sharing the message yourself. Now, we
Partner.
won't talk a whole lot about that part of it tonight because, again, we're just sharing the message of health and wellness. But if you're interested in learning more about it, then get back to me or Coach Kenny, and we'll give you more information about how not only can you feel great while you're losing weight, but you can get a little fatter in your pocket by sharing that
Absolutely.
message.
That's my
Does
word.
that sound good?
Yes. And you know what, Coach T? Also, is we will be your coach. You get a coach with this protocol too. So if you need help, if you're not sure on what to do or how to do it, we not only have professional people in our our team, our community, their doctors, their scientists, their nutritional, holistic physicians that will literally take you by your hand, communicate with you, and teach you how to continue to be successful with our protocol,
Yeah.
all at no cost.
And if you don't believe that, we've got a surprise for you because we've got a testimonial with somebody that has been working with us personally in this field grade system, not only as a customer, but as a partner. And she's got a story that she wants to share with you. Her name is Denise, and we're going to bring her up on the screen right now. Denise, mic check, mic check. How are you, sweetie?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you.
Yeah, are you feeling great on this field grade system too?
Yes, I am feeling great. Wonderful in this system.
Love it. So, Denise, why don't you take a second to say where you're from and how long you've been on the field grade system?
Okay, I'm here from Florida, Pembroke Pines, and I've been on the system since April of 26. I mean, 25.
Okay.
and
So, about 8 months now you've been on the system, right?
yes,
So, what?
and I got on the system because I had, well, since COVID, I'm going to say, and since menopause, I gained a lot of weight. And I had to go to surgery, and my doctor recommended for me to lose at least 20 pounds for surgery.
Wow.
So I had tried many things, and nothing was helping until I got to the field grade system. So I
Mm.
started mid April of 25, and by I'm going to say by August, I've lost 25 pounds.
All right.
Yes. And my energy came back, and my cholesterol was high, and now it's at normal limits right now.
Awesome.
Congratulations. Now,
Yes.
how hard or
And
how simple has it been for you to use this system?
well, to be truthful, it was hard for me to do the fasting in the beginning,
Mhm.
but because I used to be like you said, I used to like my breakfast. I used to eat breakfast,
Hmm.
but
Okay.
as the days went by, it got easier and easier. And now I don't even think about it. I just drink my tea in the morning, and I don't really get hungry until 12:01 p.m. So I don't even think about it anymore.
So, Denise, if someone were to ask you right now, why should they give the field grade system a try? What would you say to them?
If you want to feel more energetic, if you want to feel more alive, I'm going to say,
Hmm.
um, and healthier and more healthier, you will try it. And what I really liked it as well was the 90-day money back guarantee, which not many people do. Um, that was a big factor for me as well. And also, I want to mention in the past, I used to have PCOS, and
Hmm.
in the past, to me, it was very, very difficult to lose weight, anyways. So I knew that I had to give it more time for it to work for me because of my system, I would say, I guess.
Okay.
But to see how quickly in my book that I lost the weight, to me was really, really good. So I had surgery, and of course, during surgery, I couldn't use the protocol, although it's all natural. According to my doctor, I couldn't use it. So, and I had to eat before I took my medications. So I did gain 5 pounds, but I started the protocol last week, and I'm already down 2 pounds. So I'm very, very happy.
All right. Back in the saddle, getting up on it. Okay. Well,
Yes,
ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Denise. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. I mean, there's nothing much more than we can say to you. We're all feeling great while we're
Feeling great.
losing weight on the feel great system. And guess what? You can too. All you have
Yes.
to do is get back to the person who shared this video with you and then they can connect you with how you can get started on the Feel Great system as well. We'll be doing many more things virtually as well as in person. If you are in the South Florida area, you are welcome to come and join us on at our events at our South Florida Fort Lauderdale occasion. In the month of February, we're going to be doing our monthly salad and sip party, where we'll show
Yes.
you how to make great tasting salads that you can eat on as you're going through your Feel Great system. And then we'll be giving you sneak peeks on new, different teas and different products that we have through the Feel Great system. Coach Kimmy, right now, she's trying our latest flavor. What flavor is that, Coach Kimmy?
Mint chocolate brownie. It's like
Wow.
a hot chocolate.
Okay, hot chocolate on a cold winter day, and it's cold down here in South Florida. And then wherever if it's cold in Florida, then I know it's probably even colder where you are watching us live or
Yes.
watching the replay. That's one of our newest flavors. I am drinking the flagship one, which is the lemon ginger. I still love the lemon ginger, but
I do
most
too.
times I'll switch up between the lemon ginger, Coach Kimmy, or the raspberry pomegranate. And I have some of the apple spice too. The
Yes,
apple spice is really good if you want some hot tea, right?
that's good. That's seasonal, but it's delicious too.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for sticking and staying, and hopefully we gave you some great information. And again, get back in contact with us. You can definitely reach out to me directly at the link there below, and I'll give you more information out to it. But if someone else shared this video with you, get back to the person who shared the video with you, and they will connect you into getting into the Feel Great system as well. I want to thank our guest Denise for coming on and sharing with us. And I want to thank my road dog, Coach Kimmy, for doing this live with us today. And I
Yes,
just want to leave
thank
a
you.
message. You are welcome, Denise. I want to leave you guys
My
by
pleasure.
saying it's 2026, y'all, and it's time to take control of your health. When you know better, you do better. Once you have been given the information, you can never say you never got it. Once you become aware, you can never go back. And if today is the day you want to make a change in your life and take control, then come on and lock arms with me and Coach Kimmy and Denise
Yes.
on your journey towards having better health in 2026. Guess what? We got the fix in 2026 for what ails you. You just got to come on and give us a call. Stick and stay, find a way to feel great with the Feel Great system, and you will become unstoppable. I'm Dr. Terrence Lefferts. Thank you guys for joining us on the Unstoppable Story Show, where we talk to ordinary people with unstoppable stories. We'll see you again for another episode of the FGS Freestyle for Feeling Great Testimonials. But wherever you are in the world today, you know what I say. Don't just make it a great day. Take control of your health and make it an unstoppable day.
Day.
Take care.
Take care.